What's up YouTube? Jeff back again from High on Android, dopetechdaily.com. Today I'm back with another case video for your Galaxy S7, Galaxy S7 Edge, and today I have two cases from Speck. Now this was a requested video. A couple people in the comments on my Spigen video asked me to do the Speck Candyshell and Candyshell Grip. So I bought one Candyshell Grip. I just want to try them out and see how I like them. If I like them, I might get a couple more. I bought the Candyshell Grip for the S7 Edge, so we're going to look at that. And then I also got the regular Candyshell with the clear back here for the S7. So we're going to take a look at both of these and see what they look like. So first of all, let's go ahead and take a look at the Candyshell Grip for the S7 Edge. Now the reason you might want this particular case is, first of all, it's got the military standard drop protection. It meets or exceeds that standard, so you're going to get great drop protection from Speck. It's also a slim dual layer protective case. I have one of these for my S6 Edge Plus, and it is very, very good in terms of protection. And in addition, because the phone itself is super slippery, it has these little grips on the back here, this little rubber grip. It's going to help you hold on to the phone a little bit better. So you can see here on the very, very back, you can take a look at their total list of specs: dual layer impact protection, extra screen safety, you've got a secure hold, and it's also been lab tested. So let's go ahead and just slide it out. It has a very, very simple sort of presentation where you can just pull the case right out of the box, and then we'll go ahead and set that to the side. So the case itself, as I mentioned, this is the black one in gray. They've got various colors of this case. You can see it's got some Speck branding. Of course, here in gray, you've got the raised up rubber. That's what's going to help you grip it. On the inside, you've got the soft shell, the TPU, that's going to be the shock absorbing material. You've got cutouts on the bottom, of course, for your headphone jack, charger, also your speaker. And of course, we're going to have some protection around the edges. We'll look at that in a second. You've got a volume button, volume buttons and power button. These are raised up really nicely. I really like the buttons on the Speck case. Speck branding again, the camera cutout, and the camera, also the cutout on the top there. So all the cutouts are intact. Let's go ahead and put my S7 Edge inside the Speck Candyshell Grip. Now you can just slide it onto this particular case, slide in one side here, slide in the top, and then slide in the bottom. So then you're going to have to snap it on. There you go. And that's what your S7 Edge, this is what the titanium silver is going to look like. This one might be a little better fit for the black one. You guys know I have both colors, so I might end up getting one of their ones that are more grayish for the silver one. But this is how the silver one's going to look inside the case. Definitely has a really, really nice grip to it, which is one of the reasons I bought this case. I really like that a lot. And in addition to that, like I said, these buttons, they're just super, super responsive. And you can see here, they're really, really responsive, but they also are really, really raised up. So if you look on the side profile, you can definitely tell where the button is as opposed to the rest of the case. And also the same for the volume buttons. So that's something that's really nice. You guys saw with a couple of the cases I did from Spigen, they didn't have that property. Sometimes I really, really need that because if I'm fumbling around with the phone in the dark, I want to be able to feel where the power button is. No problem on this case. Now also you can see the top and the bottom are raised up significantly, so if you sit it down, as I always say, no problem there. And you do have significant protection around the edges because they are raised up. I still think the High Pro Shield from VRS Design is the one that has the most sort of raised up sides, and you can still use the edge screen. So a couple people asked about that. You can still swipe on your edge screen and use it with the Candyshell Grip. So overall, a very nice protection case. It's going to give you a really nice impact protection for your S7 Edge. It's also going to give you a nice grip, so it's not going to slip out of your hands. And again, I really like the power buttons on this particular case. So that's the Candyshell Grip. If you guys have any questions, drop me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them about this case. I'll use it a bit, try to drop a review over on Dope Tech Daily. So I'll go ahead and put that guy out of the way really quickly. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the case that I got for the regular Galaxy S7. Now this is the Candyshell. So as you can see, very similar specifications. It's got a bezel that protects the screen. That's what we just saw in the last one. It exceeds the military standards for drop protection. This is the regular Candyshell, so you don't have the grip. You can see on the back here, dual layer impact protection, extra screen security, lab tested once again, and it's an official Speck product. So let's just slide this out. Again, really simple presentation. Take it right out. Set that to the side. We can see we've got some little fake S7 here, so you can see through military grade impact protection. So again, you'll be able to see through the back of the phone on this one. So if you've got the black one, you'll be able to see through. You'll be able to see the Samsung logo. Some people like to show that off. So you just got to, once again, slide the phone right into the case, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at what it's going to look like on the S7 here. So that one does take a little bit of effort. You've got to force it in there a little bit, so you've got to be not too squeamish. Make sure you're not worried about, it's not going to damage your phone, it's just plastic, but you do have to put a little force in there. So you can see there is a Speck logo right there on the clear part, right in the center, but you can see through the phone on the back, so you can see the Verizon logo there, that beautiful Verizon logo, and the Galaxy S7 logo on the bottom. So if you want to be able to see the back of your phone, this is definitely a great case to get. It does have the same raised up power buttons and volume buttons on either side. Very responsive, and also able to sort of tell the difference between the rest of the case and the power buttons, and also the volume. Of course, it has all of the correct cutouts for the camera up top, also your charging port, your headphone jack, your speaker here on the bottom. It's a very nice case. It's definitely a little slipperier than the Candyshell Grip, because it doesn't have the rubber grips on the back. It's not super slippery, but it's not going to have as good of a grip, obviously. But the main feature here is being able to see through. So overall, you still get the impact protection. You got the shock absorption TPU on the inside, and you do have the raised up front, so you can see there's a sizable bezel. So again, if you sit the phone down like this, you're not going to have any problems at all scratching up the screen. So overall, I definitely like both of these cases that I just did the review on for the Speck Candyshell Grip and the see-through Speck Candyshell for the S7. I definitely recommend both of them, just depending on what you're looking for, if you want the see-through back or you want the extra grip. If you guys have any questions, definitely drop me a comment below. Check out dopetechdaily.com. Follow me on Google Plus and Twitter. The link's in the description. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying my S7 Edge and S7 content. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.